Good morning. We are from at Bet Loya, which is at the area of Lachish and Bet Govrin. And look how beautiful is the view, so green here. But let's start to see what we can see here, and we will talk about it. Talk about everything. You can see the barrier between the West Bank and us. And if we're talking about biblical things, look at that beautiful tree. This is a carob tree. It's a male one, then you cannot see a lot of fruit here. But there is a beautiful... Oh, I'm afraid to look at it. Wait a minute, let me use the stick to see the well here. And the name of it might be from the thing that happened here at the time of the of Samson Delilah. Remember the book of Judge? According to chapter 15, Samson killed 1,000 Philistines with the cheek of a donkey. And the word cheek of a donkey in Hebrew it's lehi. And the name that the Muslims used when they stayed here was Lei. Lehi, Lei sounds very familiar, but if we will go to a different reason for the name of it, the Mormons believes that the one from Utah, America, they believe that Levi family ran away from Jerusalem just before the Babylons arrived, and they stayed here. And we found here tombs from that time, and the inscription that looks like that they were from Levi. One of them was Lehi. And Lehi at the end with the Mormons actually went to the Red Sea and from there to the States. Then in that case, it's quite an important place for the Mormons, and they are actually helping us to excavate that area. And we are now taking our cars to visit. Yeah, this is Adrian. Adrian, say hi.
Hello.
Hello. Come on, more than that. Hi in British.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Welcome to the Lachish district.
Yes. Then let's continue. I will continue the story later on. Look how beautiful is that place, and we just came from that parking place there. We came to see the burial site, Rocket Cave, and it's supposed to be like that. I mean, what we are looking is at that part of it, and there are 3 beds here. It's difficult to see because nothing actually almost left from here. So it was 1, 2, and 3. Another 3 beds here, and that's where we found that inscription of people who may be playing with a herb or some instrument, might be Levi. And an inscription that mentioned the name, this is the first inscription of Jerusalem. The inscription itself is not here. But, what do you see there? איפה תראו את המדרגות?
הנה המדרגות, אתה רואה אותם.
Not so.
עזוב, זה סלע קרטון.
Okay.
הבלאי עשה את שלו.
All right. Now I must say that it's difficult to understand what you're actually looking at, but if that is a tomb of a Levi family, it's again, then what we found here, it's Lehi name, then it might be the source of the Mormons. According to the Book of the Mormons, that was written by Smith himself. Such an amazing place, isn't it? The group that I'm walking with, our group is a group of tour guides, Mainly because we're not working. We're not working. It's wartime. Then instead of staying at our house, we are traveling around Israel. And I'm studying almost every day. I find new places, and I'm trying to document it and to upload it to YouTube, as you can see. If it's your first video, then please subscribe to my channel. If it's not, then welcome back to my family, because you're part of it. Let's continue to travel at that ruin area, and then see you in my next place. Bye bye. We're climbing up through the ruins that you can see, and I hope that you are going to stay with me, because one of the ancient churches are there. Then don't go away. You can see the mountains of Hebron. It's more than 1,000 meters high. Hebron, or most of it, it's already at the West Bank. And from here you can see the wall again. And Edna is the village that was that is actually behind it. You can see the wall and Edna, which is not part of Israel according to Mr. Biden. It's part of Israel according to Mr. Trump. Then you have to choose by yourself. And as you can see, it's wet. I mean, it's green here. It's wet. Oh, I think it looks like I'm starving now. It's so green here because we had a wonderful rainy season. This is the end of it. As you can understand, to reach that area, you need special cars. And in winter time, it's not easy to drive here because it's muddy. It's so beautiful. And if you're talking about wheat fields. And if you are talking about wheat field, same chapter of the book of Judges, Judge 15, in that area, Samson burned the fields by the foxes. Biblical stories. All right, we are walking, but behind us, there's smart people who actually can drive or destroy their cars. I'm happy to walk here because this is the best time of the year to walk in Israel. It's not so hot, although it's quite hot today. It's not so humid. And the colors of the flowers are amazing. Welcome to the ruins of Bet Loya, the house of Loya. Loya, it's an Israeli name for actually remains the comes from the Arabic name Lei, Bet Lei. Lei, remember the chicks story of Samson? We're almost on top of Bet Loya. I know that it doesn't look like an important place or a well-known one, because it's not well-known one. Look at the flowers. But we're entering into caves. That place was function. People actually been here from, let's go back to the 2nd, 3rd century Actually, more than that, 6th century, 7th century BC. And then that's the first temple time, and it was well known at the second temple time until 71, around that. And later on, the Byzantines built here a place, and that is the church that I hope that we're gonna see it. And later on, the Muslims were here as well. It's a chalk area because that's why it's so easy to excavate everything here. Then to find caves here, it's actually not difficult at all. There's so many places like that. Let's go down to see what's happening in it. You need a flashlight, according to Nahum Sagiv, which is the one that I've been with him in Jordan. I do have lovely videos from Jordan. He together with my Christian professor Iskarani, they were the two guides in such a beautiful tour of Jordan, especially through the Jewish period. Remember, the 2.5 tribes were there, and of course the Byzantine, the Christians. All right, let's start the tour in the cave. And I do have a flashlight. He has to bring a better one, but I don't have a better one. Then let's see what's happening here. מה שם ביאל? יש טעם לראות? Okay. Ooh. Olive press. כן, אנחנו פה.
יש מקום. אבל מוצאים קרמיקה הלניסטית דומה עד מרד החשמונאים, עד פרוץ מרד.
This is the inner part of the cave, and it's not a cave, it's a mikveh. You know mikveh because you're watching my videos, and you know that the Jews purify their body at least once a week. For the man, and a woman must do that a week after the end of the period. Then this is such a beautiful place, and you can see the stairs that people actually enter through it to the mikveh. The water level was could reach the entrance, not higher than that, of course. The water came from here, and outside there's kind of a tunnel who brought the water in. That place, what we found here, a ceramic that we found here was Aramite, from the Aramite time, and then the Jewish time. It might be that those Aramite were pagans, but they converted into Judaism at around 110 BC by Yohanan Orkanos from the Hashmonite. Later on, when they stopped using it, we believe that some people excavate here, and this is kind of runaway tunnels, escape tunnels. Let me jump in. No, I'm not going to jump in. I'm going to jump to there and to here. Now I can see a lot of it. And you can see the plaster that cover it. This is a beautiful mikveh. the group just went to the oil press, and I will do the same thing. Then you will, if there will be something special that I didn't talk about the oil press there, I will do that. I will add it. Then don't go away, please.
וקיבלתי על עצמי לחקור את בתי הבד במרשה, ועמדתי על תופעת הריסוק במיוחד, שאף אחד לא עסק בה לפני.
There are things that we must understand. Then two levels here. The upper level, remember olive press? The olive press started with it. First you're taking the olives and smash it. This one is not really suitable. I mean, it's not from Israel. They believe that they came from Greece. The Israeli press, is usually round like that. Then first you are smashing the olives, and then, let me see if I won't fall. Here it's better. You can see that, the basket, you put in the basket full with the smashed olives, and then a wooden log that starts from there, goes over there, pushing the basket, and that creates the oil. The weight stones, you can see it right there. Then there's another one here, another one there, another one there, and it's usually in the cave, mainly because you harvest the olives in October, and then you need a cave. Look at that, I don't know if you see there, birds nesting there and there as well. Beautiful to see that. Later on, when they stopped using it, they turned it into a quarry. And you can see the stones that they didn't actually used, mainly because, remember, it's been destroyed or occupied, oh look at the birds there as well, by the Romans. He said 68 and I said before 70, then he's more important than me, than 68, 80. But look at the beautiful are the those olive press. It looks like someone wanted to do that in a better way than the neighbors. I mean, we can see the firms around it. Looks like $1 million. What can I say? It's beautiful, isn't it? And later on, remember, maybe just before the Romans occupied it, they used it as hidden places or escape tunnels. Look at the birds. Now the group just left the place, and they feel much safer. Let's climb up. And I think we are going to the Columbarium to see, I hope that's the place that we are heading now, because it's very close to here, to see how they used to raise birds. Pigeons. Yes, they're heading, no, they're not. What a beautiful view. still we will continue. Look at that. We're still on the way. You can see here a remains of a tower from the Second Temple time, and from those kind of towers you could actually watch to see everything. For example, if Roman soldiers are arriving, and they did, then a lot of the Jews who ran away from Ashkelon came to here to hide. The Romans made a siege around that. Remember, it sounds like a Masada story, but the Jews escaped through the hidden tunnels, like we saw before. You can see that the olive press was here too, but he was not sure that it's from the time of the temple. That it might be from different, from later on. I mean, let's say from the Muslim time. But this was a guarding tower, watchtower. They believe that it's called Migdal Tzedek. Migdal, it's a tower. Tzedek, you can say that, it's justice. According to the ancient inscriptions. Bet Loya. So hot here. It's the, I think, beginning, March 8th. Wartime. So quiet and calm, isn't it? Then let me cross it without dying. Let's look, there is a water system, at least I think so, but yeah, and there as well. This is the evidence of the Jewish tower from the Second Temple time, from Herod time, and a little bit later than that. And the group is going to another cave, at least it looks like it. Are we ready to go? Yes, we are. What they do now, they are actually entered to a Columbarium, which is a pigeon nest, and let me try to enter with them to listen to Nahum Segiv. Look how beautiful it is. כולם פה. That pigeon nest. What the pigeons need is to be safe, to be fed. Now, usually they're feeding themselves by themselves, but man can give them more food and water supplement. And in that case, they will find themselves here and find their home here, which is, I think, even more important. There was one main exit or entrance, and you can see it's always above, and they can go out and in according to their needs. Why pigeon nests? What are you doing with pigeons? Then the first thing that we must know is the food. When you are eating meat at the ancient time, pigeon is the best. Not a lot of meat, but when you are butcher, so sorry that if you are vegan or veggie, I'm sorry that I'm talking about it, but this is all ancient time. Then you can eat the pigeon.
מה? זה מחירה?
הגדול הזה, המעוגל?
You can eat the pigeon, and there's no leftovers. If you will eat a bigger animal, it's a problem.
ניסיון חפירה ונעצר אחרי...
Because it's big and there's no refrigerators at the ancient time. Got it. Second important thing is fertilizing the fields. And this is quite an important thing because it's just cheapest fertilizer material. And men use it a lot. The Jews used the pigeon for sacrifice as well. If you remember, the Holy Family donated 2 pigeons for sacrifice at the presentation at the temple. Nice, isn't it? There are 5 pigeon nests, Columbariums, like that in that area. This is not the biggest one, but it's the safest one for mankind. The other one is too difficult to enter through. And I think you got the message. Around Jerusalem, there were more than 40 pigeon nests. If you've been with me at Masada, you could see a few pigeon nests. That is the exit for the pigeons. I wished that you could smell the green grass and the flowers. Such a beautiful thing. Believe it or not, we are in a Mamluk mosque, 15th century. You see the mihrab, and that's the way to Mecca. You know that the Muslims are praying through Mecca. Let's continue with it and let's say goodbye to the mosque. Nahum Zagiv say that no one knows about it. I mean, as you can see, the path that we actually are going through is made by us. You can see the differences. It's actually skipping that place, and I'm happy because it's beautiful to see the mosque here as well. We're still heading to the church. Then stay with me, please. I can see it. I can see the church. Hallelujah for that. Then we saw a Muslim. It's a Muslim place. It was a Muslim place, Christian place, a Jewish place, Adamite place. A lot of people use it because it's not on the highway, but it is on a very important way. Then for the Israelis, if you will ask about that place, only few people knows about it. It's not easy to reach, and in a special car. Oh wow, what a beautiful flower! איזה יופי.
זה גם חרצית, נכון?
אבל כן, אבל כאילו לבקנית.
כן, נדירה, כן.
We are reaching the church. We are reaching the church. Yeah. זה כנראה פגם או משהו, מוטציה כלשהי. Here we are. mosaic floor. And it's a special mosaic floor because of a reason. And soon you will see it. Soon you will see what's happened to that mosaic floor. This is Eli, and he is a kosher guy.
Don't eat me.
All right. It's not so tasty, he said. Don't eat him. All right. Looks like the atrium right here, and maybe the main entrance was from here. It was an open space, and usually in every church you will find a water source. Here it is. Font, is it? Is it a font? You can see the stairs who takes you to the narthex, and you can start to see the beautiful mosaic. You can see, oh, look at Julia, the queen of the church. You can see here the main nave and two. לא שלא הרסו. כן, wow. Then let's go through the two corridors. And what I want you to see that there are so many animals here, but I'm looking for faces of human being. And I don't see it. The church was built at 500 AD. It was part of a monastery. It's beautiful, isn't it? We know that it was a monastery because of the industry area around it. All right. Here, for example, there were human beings and someone destroyed it. Look at the altar. Every church, or most of the churches, are facing east, and this is east. It's lovely. It looks like someone destroyed the figures of the animals as well, or tried to do that. Who did it? That is a good question. What we find here is a face of a human being that no one destroyed. And sun is all right. Here it is.
אנשים יכלו לשבת בצל ולנוח אחרי שהתרעננו, ורק אז נכנסו לקבר. כנראה שהיה טעם, סימטרי דרכו היה לפעמים.
Look at that.
ולהזכיר לכם שבספר יוחנן, יוחנן א', פסוק כ"ט, נאמר כך. יוחנן פוגש את ישוע. ויהי למחרת הפגישה הראשונה על הירדן, וירא יוחנן מקביל, את ישוע, הוא בא אליו ואמר, הנה עליו,
שא אלוהים.
הנה שא האלוהים הנושא חטאת העולם. בלטינית קוראים לזה אגנוס דאי.
אגנוס די.
אגנוס דאי.
זה אגנוס די, אבל זה...
ובאמת, הנוצרים
כבש?
הריצו את ישוע שהיה מוכן להקריב את חייו ובכך לכפר על חטאי העולם כולו. כל מה שהצטבר בחטאי העולם עד ימיו. וככה, לכן מעריצים אותו נוצרים רבים בכל העולם עד היום. צריכים עוד ישוע.
זה אלוהים, זה אמור להיות, כן, למפ, אבל זה לא נראה לא זה ולא נראה זה.
עלי גפן יש פה גם...
כן, זה נראה כמו יותר כמו חמור, או...
זה דמי, יין, זה דמי.
נכון, זה לא נראה כמו למפ, אבל הגיוני שיש אלוהים. כן.
רוצה לדעת מי עוד נראה כמו חמור?
אני הסתכלתי על זה, אמרתי לעצמי, אוקיי, זה הגיוני שזה יהיה, אבל זה יהיה ככה, אם כבר, לא הפוך, אבל maybe. In Arctics you can actually see, it might be the lamp. Is that a lamp, according to John? Is that a figure of Jesus? I'm not sure, but it's here, and at the entrance of the narthex. You can understand that everything was covered with a mosaic, and a beautiful one, I must say. You can see here the inscriptions that the Panagia dedicated that for to the memory of Athens or something like that, Theons. I'm not sure that I can read the name Theo, something like that. If you can read it, please do translate it for me, and there's more inscriptions. It's beautiful mosaic. Thanks God that no one destroyed the rest of it, the remains of it. Yazid II, Ottoman Sultan, asked to destroy all the figures in every place, not only, and that was part of the Ottomans. And then you can see that they did it in so many places. I could, so sad to see it. For example, you can see it here as well. What he said that to destroy it, they just turn the stones to the other side. Then it's actually, you can see that it's iconoclastic, and you can see that someone destroyed the face of that person, and that person was actually being destroyed as well. You can see the hand of him. And that. Oh, look at the flowers. It shows us that the Christians were here at the time of the Muslims and the Ottomans as well. Iconoclastic. This is the word for those kind of destruction. The people who destroy faces of holy symbols. It's happened in Christianity itself, not only in the Muslim time. Azizos and Kyrikos dedicated it the church, dedicated the church. It's a little bit of marble, and it's not only mosaic flora, marble as well here. what he's looking at is another olive press from the Byzantine time, this time for the Byzantine time. Same idea of pressing. After they smashed it, they pressed the basket full with them and create olive oil. Then this is the wine press. The church is right here. First, you are in a way walking on it with barefoot, pressing it, and then the future wine will enter to here. The waste will stay here. You can see here the small hole. That's where the wine will stay for a few days. The waste will sink, and then they will carry it into the winery with let's say vases. Here there's another hole, because all the juice and the waste here will push to here, and then they will press it again and again and again, and they will try to take every inch of the future wine from here. It's a big one, remember, it belongs to the monastery, and in some places in Israel the church help the farmers around it to produce the wine as well, and the olive press here. Then in that case they were part of a community. Wow, that was amazing. Again, and if you like that video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. It's wartime in Israel, and you are the only tourist of mine this time. Let's say that say goodbye to that beautiful church from the 500 AD, and Eyal, which used to live next to me, but now he moved to Jaffa. Beautiful Jaffa. We're still in the same place, heading to see lupins. I don't know if you can see the beautiful color here. This is the time of the year for it. In Hebrew it's called Turmus. It's a beautiful field. Beautiful flower. Still, I'm here. אפשר להיכנס או שצילמת? Beautiful, isn't it? Such a beautiful flower. The lupin. Yes, lupine. Wow. Great, isn't it? It's a secret. Yeah, this is the last place here, the last site here, and he said that it's going to be a secret, but we can see the dry fig tree. Adrian! Adrian, if there is a beast there, something frightening, like a witch, beast, tell me that. I won't, but yeah, just mention a witch. Then again, we don't know what we are going to see, but we are going to see. Meanwhile, you can see part of the fig fruit. And look at the rope here. I don't know what I'm going to see. All right, now I know that I won't be able to take a picture, to take a video in that part. Then let me stop that. Great, thank you. Boom. Okay, that is nice. Look at that. תן רגע. אהה. חשבתי שאתה רוצה להיות שם. רגע. Wow, look at that. This is, oops.
זה אשר. מדבר יוונית עתיקה? אף אחד לא מדבר יוונית עתיקה. זה שעוד ירד שם?
עסקה מדברת עם יוונית עתיקה.
אני מכיר מישהו שאיזה כומר שמדבר יוונית עתיקה.
עוד איזה בטח נאמרה עוד.
You can see the Christos. The two first letters of Christos, of Jesus. And here, it might be that a monk used to live here and he marked here another inscription and say Christos, Odon, something like that. Jesus here. It was birth. I visited that place. You can see that it's very steep. We are using a rope to survive, and I was happy. I was quite happy. I'm still happy. Though it's Friday, I have dinner with my family in a restaurant, cheap one, and we are going to see a show, a theater show of a friend of us. Then it's going to be a long, long night. Let me take a video of the cave without the group. Is that a monk place? Oh! All right, I'm the last one, and Adrian, if I'm not going out in about 2 minutes, I'm not alive. Come to help me. All right, let me stop the video now. It was a pleasure to be with you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and be with me. Thank you. And please check that I'm still alive.